This is the October we there, you know? Yeah, October we now. Yeah, man. We feel good tonight because guess what? The rain stopped fall from in the afternoon and I know it's cool. It's not hot, it's cool. Yes, we're there with you. Listen to me, band. We did there. We not come like we slow down. We don't slow down at all. Because we have this thing I do and we have to do it. Continue to do it. So we hear a news that come out say the war in Palestine there between the Israeli and the Arabs. Trump, the three of them attack between the Hamas. So the three group attack, Hamas, Israel and Trump, and them come to a arrangement for ceasefire and for release all the hostage them. Yes, so we're going to see how that will work out. Yes, release all of the hostage them and ceasefire. Now we know about, I don't know why I feel say the man them will release the hostage them and then Netanyahu will start back the war. Yeah, that man where it comes to me like I saw him stay. It comes to me like I saw him stay. But Africa must be on them own because in South Sudan, a bigger genocide are going. I will not compare genocide, but because South Sudan have the weight all to release the atrocities we are doing over there, like we are in Israel there. Israel is a more modern, up-to-date place where the news will go out there fast and quicker. You know, so you will see it by television more, especially when you look on one of them CNN, MSNBC channel there. But South Sudan, one of the people that remember that, South Sudan, some terrible things are going down there. Terrible, terrible things. And we must not go on like say, we are exempt from certain things. Because you so near come to here now, IT. Yes. IT is one of the places them now where them still have them hype on it because of mineral resources and other things on there. And the Asian them have to go through all them things there. For years, America and France depend them. And now we hear says peer drug lord and peer criminal down there. And them are trying to get rid of them. Yes. Well, take a break and come forward. Break, me remember no holiday in October. Anyway.
14 minutes to 11.
14 minutes, see there, I make a mistake already. 14 minutes to 11. Okay, so before I forget, because the other thing I go here now, I'm going to forget a whole heap of things. Before I forget this, Alan Skill Cole, Thanksgiving celebration. So, listen good if you're interested. Listen. Thursday, which is tomorrow, October the 9th, 5 p.m., House of Dread. Everybody know House of Dread there. Well, if you don't know, 3 Dinner Road, right, a country farmhouse, behind country farmhouse. That is, obviously, is Skill Cole. I go there, trust me, I go there. Thursday, October the 9th, 5 p.m., House of Dread, 3 Dinner Road. Friday, October the 10th, 6 p.m. to midnight, the 12th Tribe of Israel headquarters, 81 to 83 Hope Road. So that's Friday, October the 10th, 6 p.m. to midnight, 12th Tribe of Israel, 81 to 83 Hope Road. Saturday, why Skill was supposed to tired when him go all of this. Saturday, October the 11th, 8 a.m., Earth Leave Perry's funeral home, which relates to, I don't want to tell you which part and which part I'm going to go in at that same time there. Saturday, October the 11th. One, I'm going to go there, Cayman's Park. You remember there, Cayman's Park. You know, he's a man that love racehorse. Yeah, him love racehorse. 12 Tribe of Israel HQ, 5 minutes I'm going to go there. So it's a drive past thing. House of Dread again. Them not going to long. Santos Football Club. 14 Diner Road. And then the National Indoor Center. Well, Alan, you're supposed to be tired when you're done all of this, man. So we want to repeat that again. Saturday, October the 11th, 8 a.m., Earthleaf Perry's Funeral Home. And them is a relay them have now. Cayman's Park, 12 Tribe of Israel HQ, House of Dread, Santos Football Club, 14 Dinero Drive, and National Indoor Center, which up there now, they're going to have a big concert. They're going to start from 9 a.m. here, drumming and viewing of Alan, musical tribute by a couple of artists. Well, I can't even name out the amount of artists them, but yes, it's there, so it's over there. And then it going out from 11 a.m. Yeah, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is after the drumming and thing. They're going to have a Thanksgiving service. That's between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. They're going to have a Thanksgiving service. And then procession lead to the cemetery at Shooter's Hill. So that is an itinerary there given to me by the organizers. Procession lead to the cemetery. After the concert, it leads to the cemetery. That's National Indoor Center. Everybody knows about National Indoor Center there. All right, so I don't need to go back over that. Everybody hear what I say, but I can do it again. Thursday, October the 9th, 5 p.m., House of Dread, 3 Diner Road. Friday, October the 10th, 6 p.m. to midnight, 12 Tribe of Israel, 8183 Hope Road. Saturday, October the 11th, 8 a.m., the Earthleaf Perry's Funeral Home. And then you're going to go Cayman's Park, 12 Tribe of Israel HQ, House of Dread, Santos Football Club, National Indoor Center. And then we have drumming, viewing, and then a musical tribute. And then at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., Thanksgiving service. And then the procession go to the cemetery that is in Shooter's Hill. That is where it's going to happen. Okay. So we do that, we get that off. We know say we never want to forget it, or else I would be in serious problem with someone. Someone's had a serious problem because I treat somebody call me and tell me if you remember to do it. Treat somebody call me and say, Muta, remember to do it, you know. How can I forget? Cherry, no, I can't forget Cherry, man. I mean, I tell you, say the amount of things that them have in my day now. Trust me, man, you're going to see a miracle happening out there. Serious thing. We're going to go back to this tune now, you know. Don't go person, me not see it is yellow. Because them say Chinese are the yellow people, them, but I never see a yellow Chinese yet. What me say, almost, what you call it, white. Not as white as the Canadian them do. But it's something we're there. It's something we're there. You may not see. I mean, me not see no Jamaican in a Jamaica where really black as it relates to black. Like when you go to Africa there. Me I tell you, man. Anyway.
Empires and rich civil. Before Africa was carved apart by foreign hands, it was a continent of kingdoms, trade routes, empires, and rich civilizations. But in the late 19th century, a storm was brewing in Europe. one that would forever alter Africa's destiny. This is the untold story of how an entire province, a theft in silence. In 1884, in a cold room in Berlin, European powers, led by German Chancellor Otto von Bismarck, gathered to decide the fate of Africa. No African leaders were invited, no kings, no chiefs, no elders. 14 European nations and the United States drew borders like slicing a cake, claiming entire nations they didn't understand. Britain snatched East and Southern Africa. France grabbed the West. Belgium's King Leopold II seized the Congo. Not for Belgium, but for himself. He called it the Congo Free State, but it was anything but free. 10 million lives lost. Workers who failed rubber quotas had their hands cut off. One of history's forgotten genocides. African envoys wrote letters, pleaded, and sent messages for peace, but their words never made it past the European walls. Cultures, sovereignties, and histories reduced to zones of profit. By 1900, over 90% of Africa was under European rule. Entire civilizations were uprooted, languages outlawed, cultures demonized. But Africa did not kneel. From the mountains to the coasts, from the deserts to the forests, Africa resisted. In Ethiopia, Emperor Menelik II read their twisted treaties, trained his army, and crushed the Italians at the Battle of Adwa in 1896, a victory that stunned Europe. In West Africa, Samurai Touré built an empire through trade and tactics, resisting French invasion for 16 years. In Nigeria, Queen Amina had long defended Azau, and in 1900, Ya Asantewa, Queen Mother of the Ashanti, declared, "If the men will not fight, I will." Sheikh Zulu had already revolutionized warfare, his strategies inspiring resistance generations later. In Zimbabwe, the Shona and Ndebele fought. In Algeria, Abdelkader launched years of guerrilla war. And in Angola, Queen Nzinga outwitted the Portuguese with diplomacy and defiance. Resistance lived not just on the battlefield, but in poems, songs, stories, schools, and whispered traditions passed in secret. They tried to erase us, but we remembered. Divide and rule, the empire's silent weapon. When brute force wasn't enough, Europe used division. In Nigeria, the British propped up certain tribes over others. In Rwanda, Belgians created ID cards separating Tutsi from Hutu, artificial lines that later exploded in genocide. In Congo, children were taught to worship their oppressors. In churches, our traditions were labeled evil. In schools, our names, heroes, and histories were erased. We were taught to speak foreign tongues, to serve foreign kings, but even then resistance simmered. African intellectuals wrote, questioned, and taught in secret. Poets, parents, and prophets carried the flame of truth. Economic theft disguised as civilization. They claimed they came to civilize, but they came to steal. Gold, diamonds, rubber, oil, cocoa, cotton, drained to feed Europe's factories and finance its empires. In Congo, forests became death camps for rubber. In South Africa, black laborers dug for gold they'd never hold. In Ghana, cocoa funded Britain, while locals remained poor. Railroads were built, not to connect towns, but to move resources from mine to port. Taxes had to be paid in money, which could only be earned by working for the colonizers. It was theft disguised as development. The scramble's lingering shadow independence may have come, but the blueprint remained. Borders drawn in Europe still divide families, tribes, and tongues. In some nations, 5 official languages. None are African. Colonial laws still shape our courts. Schools still teach European kings over African heroes. Africa grows what it doesn't eat and eats what it doesn't grow. Our resources build luxury and tech abroad, while our youth remain unemployed at home. And when things break, the world blames Africa, not the system that broke it. But make no mistake, the scramble never truly ended. It just changed its name. Africa remembers. The resistance lives. They tried to bury our heroes, but we remember. From Samurai Touré to Ya Asantewa, from Shaka to Nzinga, from Abdelkader to Funmalayo Ransomakuti, the fight lives on. Some wielded swords, others wielded words. Some built armies, others built schools. Resistance lived in spirit, in the soul of a continent that refused to be broken. Reclaiming our voice, rewriting the story. For centuries, others told Africa's story. They called us backward, primitive, tribes without history. But we were never lost. From Timbuktu to Great Zimbabwe, our history was written in stone, song, and stars. Today, African scholars, filmmakers, artists, and youth are reclaiming what was stolen. We're renaming streets, rewriting textbooks, restoring symbols. The internet is our drumbeat. Diaspora voices echo across borders. We are not just reclaiming land, we are reclaiming identity. Because when you control the story, you control the future. We are more than victims. We are visionaries. We are the descendants of warriors and the keepers of memory. The scramble for Africa took our voice. This time we're taking it back. If this story opened your eyes, expanded your knowledge, or...
Yes, may I tell you, serious story that them take over Africa without firing a bullet. So, I saw it there. There you go. Why are when African people are going to wake up, Louis? How much people have to come say the same thing over and over? All black people are look for is heroes. You know, we don't need no more hero. We have enough hero for survey. Forever and ever. We don't need no more hero, but it seems as if that is where we get hung up with. You need somebody to look up to. Yeah, you need somebody to look up to. You see, most of the black people them right now I look up to a man who them don't even know if him did exist or not. Them supposed to come save them. Look how much things we got through already. We should have get saved long time from the ship them a come across the ocean. At that time him should have saved we. But we come across you know, and after 500 years, we still look for him come save we. Save we from what? And look where the people them where them do we. Look for them situation and condition in the earth. That's serious problem we find ourselves in now. Serious problem. Faso, you're up now, Burkina Faso. And soul music from in the 60s there. So, Burkina Faso. Them not catch some European guys down there and do some spy work. Yeah. About 4 of them, I think 4 of them. Them capture them go unravel. Where them really come to them, the command of the guys have, as usual, a help. Yes, a help do this and a help do that. And then go find out, say, some spy I work for the European them. So, we don't know them are going to try them, and them are going to execute them, but we are going to listen out for here, we really are going to go on with them, man, there. Because I would like to be in them position. I would never be in them position, as a matter of fact. But them very presumptuous. Hey, I was about 20 at time and try get rid of Tuareg, you know, about 20 at time already. Yeah. And, you know, so you have people who go, I wish part him there. I don't even call it in palace or whatsoever. And them sleep down there just to protect him. And I know joke business, you know. Them sleep, spread up things in the roadside. Sleep down there just to protect him. Yeah, that is how serious them people there is about them leader and about that leader specifically. Yeah. Them no business about bed and thing, no. From him inside there, they want to make sure say no guy, no try nothing. Yeah, they would have to send a drone down there to get rid of him. Yeah, man. We feel good for know, say, the people them rise to that occasion there if they say, yes, we have a leader, you know, and at all costs, all costs, we're going to protect him. Because so much of the ones them will come, they murder them. I mean, we can count them, man. We can count them, all the ones them who they murder. Just to control the wealth and resources and the people of Africa. We take a break, come forward. I talk about cock up and skin out. When you see the video, the first time, them skin out with clothes on, you know, now them skin out without clothes on. I wonder if you see where I go on in Jamaica. Yeah, man. You know how much things we give the world, man. How much consciousness, how much understanding of self and thing. Man, them a skin out and a rapper pam pam, give them rapper pam pam. Look like them want to give everybody them rapper pam pam. And the man, them a juki. I tell you, when we reach this, man, look on all them children now. Our sister sit down and write this to really give her inspiration to the woman them. And you look on the TV, on your YouTube, on your phone, and your what was, and your whatsoever them all call the other one, TikTok. And you see the woman them, and you wonder if them be listen or them hear. Them not listen. Them hear it, but them not listen. Serious thing. And that's how they do. And that's how they I don't have time signal there, so now. So I don't even know where I'm going. All right, I'm going to play something there. Don't make no time signal there, so. Here we go now. Here we go.
The National Urban League has recently published its annual report on the state of Black America. The League is one of the oldest research organizations in the Black community, documenting the levels of national oppression and economic exploitation. Its first report was released back in 1976, and it was titled Locked Out, A Message to the Next President, documenting the political and economic struggles that Blacks faced at the hands of those who were in the White House and on Wall Street. RT correspondent Ashley Banks gives us insight into what's revealed in the 2016 report.
African Americans remain oppressed and locked out in the U.S. Now, that's according to the National Urban League's recent findings in its annual report on the state of Black America. In 1976, the League released Locked Out, Education, Jobs, and Justice, a message to the next president, which provided evidence to suggest African Americans remain oppressed in the U.S. Now, here we are 40 years later, and despite the fact the first African-American president was elected in 2008 and again in 2012, the fundamental problems facing the Black population are still unresolved, 151 years after slavery was abolished. The League says overall, African-Americans do not have full equality, but only 72% of what whites possess. According to the report, there hasn't been much progress towards economic equality. The Black unemployment rate is still twice the rate for whites. Compared to 40 years ago, the income gap has remained unchanged, resting at 60%, and the home ownership rate gap has grown 6%, now standing at 59%. Now, on the other hand, there has been slow progress in reducing the Black poverty rate. According to the most recent estimates, the Black poverty rate is now 2.4% lower than in 1976. And the League also stated over 1/4 of the African American population remains poverty stricken. The worst state in the U.S. for African American unemployment is Illinois. More specifically, in the city of Chicago, a lot of African Americans are faced with poverty, inequality, and joblessness, giving way to why crime is so high in the city. The Economic Policy Institute conducted a study during the first quarter of 2016. The unemployment rate among Blacks living in Illinois was 14.1%. Now that's up from 13.1% during the fourth quarter of 2015, which was the nation's worst African American unemployment rate. The League's report also provides data that takes a critical look at the lack of progress made during 2 terms of the Obama administration. In 2008 and 2012, African Americans voted overwhelmingly for President Obama, securing his 2 terms in office. The League suggests no matter who is elected to the White House and Congress for 2017, the oppression and exploitation will not go away. In Washington, Ashley Banks, RT.
All of this is racism. But the new racism is to make it look like there is no racism. The new racism is to make it look like there is no racism. That's why Obama was made president. He said he was fighting for a change we can believe in. And that's exactly what you got. Michael Brown, a change you can believe in. Trayvon Martin, a change you can believe in. Worst unemployment rate for black folk in over 30 years, a change you can believe in. Highest dropout rate since the first Bush, a change you can believe in. Because you don't understand white supremacy. You thought voting for Obama meant a change in the American power structure's relationship with the black community. Are you crazy? A change you can believe in. And the saddest thing, what really bothers me about President Obama, he did nothing for black children this whole time he was in office. LGBTQ gave them landmark registration laws. Gay folk got more progress in 5 years under Obama than black folk got in 500. Illegal immigrants, landmark legislation. Latino landmark legislation. White women equal pay act. What did black folks get? Nothing. Just what you deserve. Nothing. Because you don't fall in love with politicians. Big mistake we made. I called it 8 years ago. When Obama get out of office, we're going to be worse off than when he went in because you fallen in love with a politician. That's ignorance. I hope we learned our lesson. You don't fall in love with elected officials. You come to agreements with elected officials, with money and voting power. That's what you do. You use them like they use you. But black folks, politically ignorant as we are, turned it into a religious thing. Voting for Obama became a religious movement. Pastors all across America talking about, yeah, God predicted this. God sent Obama. In the mosque, God sent Obama. I'm tired of it, quite honestly, because we keep letting white folk outthink us. We just keep on letting them. They're going to do it again. They say you Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. You go floating again.
Yes. So, after Obama, you have Trump. Trump did it. And trust me, man, him turn it up. In a film like 4 years with him did it, 5 years. And now him come forward again, yeah, so wickeder than the first time. So the black man, him never do nothing more than so. The white man come, him turn it on, now him come back again, and trust me, 10 times 10 times 10, that's it there. We don't need no more hero now. We need to stand up, get up, stand up for our rights. And not that we not stand up neither, you know. But somehow we are sit down too much.
White people have set for us for our man. And if he cannot come up to those requirements, then we have decided that he is impotent and unable to be our man because he's disqualified, because he does not qualify by the standards that the white people have set up. We think a good, successful relationship is one where everything goes our way. The first time it stops going our way, then we got a serious problem. The vision that the black man is qualified to give us is one of money. And we have made finance the major. They have told us that the only provision that the black man is qualified to give us is one of money. For us, for our man. And if he cannot come up to those requirements, then we have decided that he is impotent and unable to be our man because he's disqualified, because he does not qualify by the standards that the white people have set up. We think a good, successful relationship.
Brothers and sisters, I have to do it short. It don't no long time. I go work tonight, chat. Yeah, you can see that.
Van Marcus Garvey says
black attack.
Yeah, man, blessed man.
Blessed love. I want a quick thing. I want to say, I want the media house them in Jamaica. I mean, like IRFM don't sell out to people. They come with money I want to buy out all of the station. Then you see the people who buy TikTok, and them I look for, and them buy CNN, and them I look for buy CNN and them buy CBS. There's an Israel lobby them the people will buy them media there, you know. Them share the people must see too much things we are going on Gaza and TikTok. The Prime Minister of Israel come out from said that, you know. Him said that, you know. Say him have got control what going on X cars, Elon Musk is a friend. I don't know if you see that clipping there when him have said that. You know? So you know, so a media is a control, information control. Them depend. You know, so I want like IRFM and people like you and Cabo know say, we must always stand firm on the message. I don't think the Prime Minister understands in history, you know, and understands Israel itself, they give South Africa nuclear weapon when time then they have the apartheid regime in there, you know, and them thing there. And Bob Marley do a tune where say until the philosophy of Marcus gave words, but war.
I Selassie words. I Selassie words.
Yeah. And I say Ziggy Marley, Bob Marley son go do concerts for the idea. So I don't know, like a whole heap of we are sleepwalking our own judgment, you know.
Yeah,
so that's my talk for the night. So big up yourself and big up the whole East Kingston, you know.
All right, sir. Yeah, man.
Can't let go. One love and youth them keep the unity, you know, because we need some love amongst one another, because we can't kill off one another for them, you know. We need more people. All right. Big up yourself, Mutabaruka.
Blessed man, blessed.
Yeah, man. Now say, Keir Starmer under pressure, man. You see the digital ID thing where they do the video they propose. They must have back off, man. Because people across the political divide, irrespective, against this, because this digital ID thing would control your movements. The Home Secretary would be able to stop you from spending your money, travel, and all kind of thing. Totalitarian dictatorship thing, man. People, you know, have been informed about the implications of what it would mean. Total surveillance and control. Slavery business, in other words, you know. So, you must have back off, man, you know. And this is why people have to be informed about what is really, really going on. Because a lot of these politicians, when them come with things, them don't give the real end result of what them want. Them
make the people them know say I talk about the Prime Minister of England.
Yes, the Prime Minister of England.
I want to know the name. They don't know the name, you know.
Starmer. Yes, Keir Starmer, Keir Starmer. And it's the same way that I and others oppose when Andrew wanted to come with the equivalent called NIDS, NIDS. It's the same type of thing. Same type of thing. And where your personal information would be given and sold to private companies who would have access to your most personal details and things. And we know that all of these computer systems can be hacked. They're not foolproof, as you and I know. So all kind of people would hack in and get people most personal information to use to negative reasons and that type of thing, you know. And check this Muta. You know, so there's no way in which Keir Starmer or Tony Blair would have looked on Charles III now, or his mother, and talk about, say, them have to go have national ID thing. Me, you know, say that is only meant for the vast majority of people, you know.
The people, not the people.
Yes, exactly. Not for him and them. A dictatorship thing. So we just have to be vigilant, because the price of freedom is eternal vigilance. So back with that, glad old people arose in Britain, you know, petitions and things, you know. And it's the same way needed Black Sounds and other people against NIDS, which was the equivalent some U.S. company did want to have that in a Jamaica. And we have to knock out against Andrew and say, none of that, no dictatorship thing. They want to control people, movements, how much money them spend, where them go. Them can stop you on that type of thing. For real, you know. And by the way, Muta, Gilbert Sibbles was 100 years old on September 17th, you know. That's a Leroy Sibbles' father, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man, 100. Him have the same birth strong as our teacher, their technical, Marcus Garvey Jr., who would have been 95 on the 17th of September. But, you know, he died 5 years ago, you know, and thing. Yes. So, Gilbert Sibbles, Leroy Sibbles, king of the reggae baseline father, man. 100 on September 7th. And we wish all of our people long life and prosperity. And
it started cool up there yet? It started cool?
Yeah, it started get a bit cool. Not that cool, but the signs start come on. So a few people start using central heating. You know what I mean? Not all the while, but start using central heating a bit, including myself too, you know. And I have to big up my father, you know, my grandfather, you know, because I always remember Theme Earth Strong, which was the 10th of October, and born in 1870 in a content, Manchester, Jamaica. I always have to remember my grandfather, my love. And we see Alan Skillcool, my brethren, Theme funeral is going to be Saturday the 11th.
No, we get the whole itinerary a while ago. I go
yes,
12 tribe. 12
but
tribe
I
of
don't
Israel.
see no live streaming thing. I get the itinerary from last week, but I don't see no live streaming details, you know.
Yeah, them are going to have that, man. Them are going to have it.
Yes, them are
especially in the concert, the sports center. Them are going to have it.
Yeah, because I am going to make a video for WhatsApp, you know, to do my tribute for Alan, you know, as my school virgin from Campion College, you know, with Sidney Williams and Carlton Hines and Tetrack and thing, you know, for real. And put that out. And you know that the 11th, Saturday the 11th, is also the anniversary of the Morant BA Rebellion, you know, Paul Bogle in 1865, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 1865, the same day. And on Sunday the 12th is African Holocaust Day remembrance that Marcus Garvey Jr., as the 7th President General of his father's UNI and ACL, decreed to be observed in 1992 when he became the 7th President General of the UNI and ACL, the largest Pan-Africanist organization in history, which his father founded. We remember...
No, yes. By the way, I never mentioned, say, me and Tommy Cohen, I got host the thing in the sports center.
The indoor sports center.
Yeah, I mean, and Tommy, I got host that.
Tommy Cowan. The Jamaicans. Yeah. That is good, man, you know.
But I don't want to cut you from where you say about Marcus Garvey Jr. there, you know. You say something there, I cut you.
Yeah. That in 1992, when he became the 7th President General of his father's UNI and ACL, decreed that every 12th of October must be commemorated as African Holocaust Day, because that was the date in 1492 when the murderer boy Christopher Columbus from Genoa, Italy. Yes.
Yeah. Hold on. We're going to take a break. We're going to take a break and come forward.
Okay.
Yes. Take a break and come forward. Bring that. Blessed man.
Mutabaruka.
Yeah, man. Say something, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I hear you, man.
Black. Yes, Muta. Long time I not talk to you, but I just want to up is strong to IRFM on them 35th anniversary.
Okay.
You know, Yeah, man. Just a big up IRFM in the morning, yeah.
All right, give thanks.
I'm big up Baby and Dwyer, Carl Young and Chad Young. Proud are, you know, them the right, you know.
Yeah.
You know. All right, so bless up to the eye, you know. Mutabaruka, Black.
All right, sir.
Black Attack. Shark. Black. That's the fire, right? Blessed love, Mota.
Yeah, man. Blessed man. Give thanks. Give thanks.
Until there is
sick. Yeah, man. It's a team I work with. Don't you hear it? Don't you hear the team? Yes. 5:45 with the stepping razor. The art of war. Different program tomorrow. Totally different. You understand? So here we're going to do. We're going to take the last break and then play some more music and take Carl said with. All right, last. The 19th. IRFM will be there. I will be there. Yes. All day. Usually when we talk about mass killing, we are thinking about America. But now we have to think Jamaica. No. Mass killing, the police, them go with. I feel laugh when I say that, you know, because believe you me, you see when you have authority, and one of the authority where you have is can hold in your hand to do what you want to do. And you know, say, there's a possibility, more than likely, you will do it and get away with it. It's a serious thing. It's a very, very serious thing. You see that thing? When them gone, anybody will have it feel like they're more powerful, you know. Yeah. You know, a man lick a man care about on a Constant Spring Road only so. Lick the man care back, you know. Because you know them say when time you lick a man from him care back, and you wrong. Because you shouldn't be so near to him, that's when you let him draw sudden breaks. You're not supposed to lick him. You're supposed to be at distance, not to lick him. Well, a man lick a man down there. And a man come out of him car with him gun in him hand and box the brother who drive the car in front of him. Can't believe that. Box the brother. Take out him gun, you know. I mean, the man, there must be a police sorted. The man lick the man line back of him car and him jump out of the car, take out him gun and box the other man. May I tell you, Rasta. And I near the police station too, you know. And near the police station of Constant Spring. May I tell you, it rough out there. It rough out there. Darker shade of black. Instrumental style. Even in the instrumental, we have black and white.
Deporting Kenyans and the president is being deported. Liu Jiaqi was referred to Kenyans as, quote, poor black smelly monkeys, end of quote, is being deported this evening. His flight is set to leave the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport at 10:45 p.m. The Ministry of Immigration says he was deported on racism grounds hours after his permit for selling motorcycles was cancelled. The Chinese embassy in Nairobi says that the remarks were personal and do not in any way represent the views of the vast majority of Chinese people.
Yeah, it's like you are punishing me.
It is a clip that has gone viral on social media. Chinese national identified as Liu Jiaqi hurling insults at Kenyans. In the video captured by an employee at his motorcycle shop in Ruiru, he refers to Kenyans, including President Uhuru Kenyatta, as monkeys.
This is all the Kenyans, like a monkey. Even Uhuru Kenyatta. All of them.
It's like a monkey.
Yeah, sure.
The president of this country.
Yeah, sure.
Liu, who was nicknamed Judge by his employees, brags that there is nothing poor, black, smelly Kenyans can do to him if he fires the employee.
Yeah.
You don't care?
I don't belong to here. I don't like here. Like a monkey people. I don't like talk with them. Smell is bad and poor and foolish and black. Who like them? Why not the bright people like the American?
Then why are you coming to do business in Kenya if we are poor, we are black, for money?
The government was quick to act. Liu was arrested and his work permit cancelled. Through its Twitter handle, the Immigration Department said Liu Jiaqi, a Chinese national who was arrested due to his racism remarks, has been deported. But the move, it appears, was not good enough if comments on Twitter are anything to go by. In response to the message by the Immigration Department, many are of the view that he should have been arraigned in court. Kimani says he was within our jurisdiction and the crime was committed in Kenya, so why didn't you charge him? Kadungu Kisumba asks, why deport while they jail our people in China? To Eric Barasa, this could be how the Chinese see us. Liu has been working in the country for the past 8 months with 7 other Chinese nationals who were given a permit to sell motorcycles for Sonling Company that has employed 12 Kenyans. Another fact that has angered Kenyans on Twitter is just how he was given a permit to sell motorbikes, something that can be done by Kenyans. In a statement, the Chinese embassy in Nairobi, through its spokesperson, said the personal talk and the personal feeling of this young man does not represent the views of the vast majority of Chinese people. It is not the first time the Chinese have been linked to racism remarks and actions. In July, the Standard exposed the mistreatment and discrimination of Kenyans working for the Standard Gauge Railway, who are not even allowed to share tables with their Chinese counterparts in the restaurant. Kenya and China enjoy good trade relations, but for some of those who interact with the Chinese at a personal level, the relations are totally different. Rita Tinina, KTN News.
You hear that? That is racism. In Kenya, the man taught them something there, you know. the China man tell them, you know, so them black and ugly like monkey. And him not care. And him not go to no jail. All them do is just revoke him visa and tell him to go home. Yeah, man, I saw it go. I saw it go. I was stand up here and joke all the thing. They joke all the thing. I don't know, say, them thing they exist in our earth. All we don't know. All we are going, and are going like we don't know. It's a go on and we know, but guess what? We are blind right to it. Totally a blind right to it. Here we go.